What it do, y'all? Bread Tuck Gang forever. 11 million after taxes. I am Black Royalty. All that, man. Last night around 9:50, I went and saw Birth of a Nation. I've been waiting for this movie. I've been waiting for this movie ever since Nat Turner said ever since Nate Parker. Nate Parker was so good in it, I'm thinking he's Nat Turner. Ever since Nate Parker said he was working on it, I thought it was going to be shot. I thought it was going to be a Netflix movie. But when he went to the Sundance Film Festival and Fox picked it up for 17 million, I was like, whoa, this is some dude. Does Fox know what they picked up? This ain't no regular slave movie where, you know, everybody just, yes, massa, I'm going to pick this cotton and be the best cotton picking nigga you've ever seen in your life. No. If you seen Django, imagine if Django was real, was a human being. Or a human being. Imagine if Django was based on a true story. Okay? Now, this is where I'm at with it, man. I love the movie. I really loved it. I don't really watch slave movies. If I watch a slave movie, it's Django or Birth of a Nation. I watch slave rebellion movies where black folk be like, nah, fam, it's no way. It's no way. Let's go to war. And that's what this Birth of a Nation is. I was familiar with the Nat Turner story. When I watched this movie yesterday or last night, I saw a man who was frustrated. He watched things going on around him that he was unhappy with. He watched or he was aware of the fact that, you know, slave owners killed his father. He was aware of the fact that slave owners raped his wife. Slave owners that he grew up with beat him in front of everybody. He watched his grandmother, or he walked in on his grandmother being dead because she had just seen so much and she couldn't take it anymore. And Nat Turner was like, you know what? That's the final straw. He watched the girl play. You know, she's the black girl skipping while the white girl's holding a noose around her neck. And the black girl thought that was normal, right? She thought that was a normal way of life. And Nat Turner said, you know what? I'm done. Get a team. Let's get a team full of black folk who's done. And the only option that we have, man, is we have two options. We have two options. Either death or freedom. Those are our two options. And either way, we cool. What you want to do. And they knew that they couldn't win the overall war. But in this battle, though, if I die, some of yours are gonna die, right? And ooh, them boys got them some revenge. And I'm only giving away the movie to people who's not familiar with the Nat Turner story. Because if you know the Nat Turner story, you pretty much know what happens, man. But I loved every moment of this movie. And it was inspirational. It wasn't inspirational in the fact where, like, man, let's go kill racist white folk. It wasn't that. It was inspirational in the fact to where, as a black man, if you've had enough, you can do something to change your circumstances. And that's what I took from this whole movie, man. It was inspirational. It was beautiful. It was good to see a black man who's like, you know what? No more L's. You will not do this to me. You will not do this to my family. We will not take L's anymore. Right? And that's what Nat Turner did. Okay? And they left out a lot of parts in the story. They left out the parts where, like, hey, If you was black and you wasn't with freedom, you had to die. They left that part out, but for the sake of, the movie, but it was gory and I loved it. And I usually, I'm squirmish when it comes to gore. I'm like, I don't want to see that. But in this case, it was necessary and I loved it. And I tell you what, man, I watched Nate Parker on The Breakfast Club, I want to say back in 2011. And supposedly he was offered the role of Django and he turned it down because, he was like, man, Quentin Tarantino writing this movie with all these N-words in it. And back then, in that interview, Nate Parker said, I got something for y'all though, just be patient. I thought he was, I'm like, man, what is it, man? What is Nate Parker talking about? And yesterday, I saw what he was talking about. He did this real life story that was written by him, directed by him, funded by, people he got to fund it. And it was a success. To me, it was a success. And I hope every black man, black woman in America, go see this movie. Take your children to see this movie. This movie should gross $1 billion. It should. I think it should. But real life, but it should make over $100 million. Black people alone should get it to over $100 million. But that's pretty much all I have for y'all, man. I enjoyed Birth of a Nation. It was inspirational, man, and we need to go out and support that, man. Black Fist, that's just what it is, man. Y'all know what it is. Bread Tuck Rob. Bread Tuck Gang Forever, Iron Black Royalty, 11 million after taxes. Black Fist, y'all mucho, take it easy. H-Town all day.